Recording in progress.
Okay, so welcome back. This is the part 2 of our recorded lecture. So para maintindihan nyo mga sasabihin ko dito, you should have watched the first one first. Okay? So, as we were saying a while ago, saan ba tayo nag-stop? Wait, sorry. Telling where you're from, we're already done with that. Nandun yan sa first part. Now, let's go with using numbers. Using numbers, this is very rampant, or this is very hindi maiiwasan kung sasabihin natin, no, if we will be involved in a business industry. Hindi lang naman, when we talk about numbers, hindi naman ito yung i-require ka lang mag-solve kapag kausap ka nila, hindi naman ganun, no? But we will always be talking about numbers if we are in this industry. Sales, people, yan, pag-uusapan niyo yan lagi. Kaya, it's better if you will have an idea on how you can communicate to other people professionally and effectively if ever you will be talking about numbers. Kasi napakahirap. Isa to sa mga pinaka mahirap na pag-usapan orally kapag meron ka ng kaharap na tao. Kapag there are numbers involved. So let's see. Okay. Leia, so how many people are there in your department? Then John, having a long silence, ibig sabihin, ang tagal niya natahimik. I think there are 112 people. So, Leia, sounds like a huge department. How about the whole company? Tapos tumahimik na naman siya ng napakatagal. There are 10,273 employees in total. So, wow! Talagang sinabi ni John, no, yung eksakto, 10,273, sabi niya. Alam na alam. Wow, that's a big workforce. I bet your company has a lot of customers too. Yes, it does. We have 2,356,704 customers worldwide. Diba? Parang, for me, if I'll be Leia and I'll be talking to John, for me, this is a very awkward kind of conversation kasi yung long silence ba is para maisip niya kung ilan talaga sila? Yung long silence ba is nag-iisip ba siya kung sasabihin niya ba yung totoo o gagawa na lang siya? Baka kasi isipin ko na hindi niya alam. Yung long silence ba, kailangan ba yun sa ganitong kind ng conversation? Para ang tinatanong ko ba talaga is yung eksakto? So ikaw as a professional communicator, being John, you should know this kind of things. You should have considered those kind of things. Sa mga ganitong conversation po, they're not actually asking you for the exact number. Unless it's stated, ha? How many people are there in your department? Hindi naman yan tinatanong as exacto. Lalo na yung sinabi ko nga sa inyo sa first part of this lecture, di ba? If you are informal conversation in nature, pero formal yung pag-uusap nyo sa isa't isa. Informal siya in nature, ibig sabihin hindi naman kailangan ni Leia kasi casual talking lang to eh. It's just that you're professional people, kaya nagiging formal yung tone niya. Pero if you will talk about it literally, it's informal. Kailangan niya ba na malaman na 10,270 employees? Hindi naman. Parang gusto niya lang malaman or ma-view kung ilan ba kayo sa company na yun. Okay? Next. So, paano ang gagawin ng business communication para ma-improve ang ganito? Buscom tips. We're here again. Fillers, I've already discussed this to you. You can look at or you can go back to the first part if you are not yet familiar about this. Dito naman ang gagamitin mong fillers is yung pag-think. No? Pwede kang gumamit ng let me think or let's see. Yung mga ganun. Let me think. Yung mga ganyan. Wait, I will try to count how many are we. Yung mga ganun, fillers yon. Kasi isipin nyo, si John kasi, dito, hindi siya gumamit ng fillers. Napaka-awkward, bigla siya nag-long silence. Isipin niya na lang, yung kausap mo, so how many people are there in your department? Tapos ikaw si John, ikaw si Leia, sabi ni John, ganyan siya. So, hindi mo alam kung natameme ba siya, may masakit ba sa kanya, sumama yung tiyan niya. Diba? It will affect the effectiveness of your communication. That's why, pwede ka namang gumamit ng fillers. Diba? Yung, let me see. I'll think about it. Mga ganon. Fillers po yun. Next, use ballpark figures if necessary. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, guys. Okay? It's It's not always, hindi always yung kaso is tinatanong nila sa inyo yung exacto or the exact number, okay? Unless nga necessary, no? Or unless otherwise, talagang tinanong nila sa inyo, ilan kayo? Yung saktong number nyo, Hindi naman ganun, no? If that's not the case, you can give them ballpark figures. Mamala po yung ballpark figures. Ito po yung mga estimation. Okay? Kunwari, kami sa department namin, hindi ko alam kung ilan talaga kami. Pero usually, I always say na we're less than 15. Oh, ganun. So, bahala na yung kausap kong isipin, less than 15, siguro ganito sila. Okay, hindi pala sila masyado marami kasi they're not more than 20. And more than 20 is a big group of people. So, ganun lang, 'di ba? Ballpark figures ang tawag po, estimation. Let's see on how Leia and John applied it. Ano kasi mukha ko? Wait lang, palitin natin. Dahil pala ako dito. Ayan. So, how many people are there in your department? Sabi ni Leia, ganyan. Then, sabi ni John, let's see. This is feelers. Ito po yung feelers, no? Imbes na mag-long silence siya na, kaganyan lang siya. Hindi siya nakaganyan, nakaganyan. Diba? He used let's see as a filler para hindi naman awkward kay Leia na nagtanong na para naman ma-feel ni Leia din na, okay, may hinihintay akong sagot. I'd say over 100 people. Okay? So, eto ballpark figure to. Hindi niya na sinabi na, hindi niya na sinabi na, we are 123. Hindi na ganon. Kasi hindi naman kailangan yun sa mga informal conversations, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. We will say over 100 people. So, alam na ng kausap mo na, okay, more than 100 pala sila, so marami sila. That's about a fifth of the number of employees in the Makati office. So, yan, ballpark din yung mga ganyan. Pwede mong dagdagan ng ganyan. ADQ nga na tinatawag. Or the adequate technique. Leia, sounds like a huge department. How about the whole company? Pero mang si Leia, napakaraming tanong. Sarap. Tapos sabi ni John, that's a good question. Diba? You can also do that. No? Pwede ka rin magsabi ng mga, that's a good question. Para naman hindi ma-feel ni Leia yung gano'n. Yung sinabi ko kanina, yung ang dami namang tanong ni Leia, hindi gano'n. Para ma-feel nung kausap mo na okay lang na nagtatanong siya because ikaw naman sa sarili mo, you are confident na sagutin yung mga questions niya. And alam mo rin sa sarili mo na or ma-feel din ni Leia na you are very confident about your company. You're very familiar and that's a good thing with employees sa company. That's a good question is also a filler. Technique din siya, di ba? Hindi nyo napansin na iniisip na pala niya kung ilan. By saying or by nagbabay siya ng time by saying that's a good question. So, ganun siya. Fillers can always help. You can use that po. I'm not sure but I think somewhere around 10,000 employees. So, again, nag-ballpark siya. Wow, that's a big workforce. I bet your company has a lot of customers too. Yes, we do. We have roughly 2 million customers worldwide. Okay, so, di ba, napakaganda ng pag-uusap nila. Sobrang tuloy-tuloy kasi hindi siya awkward na kailangan pa bang sabihin ang pinaka-exacto. Hindi naman yun ang tinatanong ng business counterpart mo. Other than that, it's also a protection for your own company, di ba? Napaka-ano mo naman, kunwari employee kita, kunwari employee ko si John, tapos ganun siya sumagot sa kanina, parang sinasabi naman niya lahat ng about sa company namin and that's not good. Then, syempre, diba? It's for the benefit of your company and yourself as well. Kaya pwede po tayong gumamit or dapat, as long as it's necessary, use ballpark figures or yung pag-estimate nyo po ng mga numbers. Okay? As I was saying kanina, using numbers can be a little bit harder than the previous ones. Pero mas mapabadali mo siya kung alam mo i-apply yung mga Buscom tips na pinag-usapan natin or sinabi ko sa inyo. Diba? You should not fear this kind of conversations kasi meron naman tayong mga tips on how you can be able to go out of this awkward situation or better yet, prevent you from putting yourself in that kind of situations. Okay? So that's using numbers. Next, let's have explaining. Hindi nakikita nyo na. Palakin natin ulit konti. Explaining what your company does. Ito naman, very important din to. Diba? Kasi dito napapasok yung kung bakit nga ba talaga kayo nag-uusap? Nasaan ba kayo? You're in a business meeting, business exposition, let's say, and hindi alam nung kausap mo kung ano ba ang company or ano ba yung ginagawa nyo sa company. Tapos, syempre, di ba, ito na yung dahilan kung bakit talaga kayo nag-usap. Kasi nga, you're both in the business industry, you're both in the business world. So, syempre, pupunta na kayo doon at mapupunta talaga kayo sa saan ka ba nagtatrabaho, ano ba ang ginagawa ng company niyo. So, let's see. Leah, so where do you work? John, I work for the Global Tech. Leah, oh, what kind of company is it? John, it's an IT service provider. Leah, I see. So if you will notice, yung pag-answer ni John dito is katulad na naman sa yung pag-answer niya dun sa first part ng video natin, yung tinanong siya if taga saan siya. 'Di ba? Question, answer, question, answer. Ganon. Dito maa-apply rin yung adequate na tinatawag na sinasabi natin. No? Tinanong siya ni Leah saan siya nag-work, sinabi niya lang kung saan. Tinanong pa ni Leah ulit, ano namang kind ng Siyempre, di ba, hindi nga kayo magka-work ni Leah. Hindi niya alam kung ano yung global tech. Ano yung global tech? Gumagawa ba yan ng play money? Mga ganun, di ba? So, save Leah or save someone na makakausap nyo sa effort na kailangan niya pa bang tanungin sa'yo kung anong company, kung anong klaseng company kayo. Siyempre, you will not sound professional as you already are. Ganun po. Kaya, dapat, ikaw na mismo magsasabi yan. So, Buscom tips again. First, don't stop at saying your company's name. That's what I was telling you. Hindi lang basta sabihin mo kung anong company kayo. For example, where do you work? Hello, Kat, where do you work? I work at Isabela State University. Diba? So, hindi naman alam yung mga, okay, so ano yung Isabela State University? We know it's a school, pero ano siya? Pwede namang, we work at Isabela State University. It is the #1 state university in ganito, ganyan. Diba? Pwede yung mga ganun po. If talagang totoo, ha? We're the leading ASEAN Research University. Ganon. Okay? Matagal na po kami hindi nag-F2F. Charot. Hindi, walang ganun. Pero, don't stop at saying your company's name. Like, for example, yung, eto, I work for Global Tech. Yun lang. Ano naman ang alam niya? Kaya niya nga tinatanong saan ka nag-work? Give Leah more information kung ano yung Global Tech. Kaya name, kind ng company nyo, and additional information. Let's see. So, where do you work? I work for Global Tech. I work for Global Tech. The name of your company is an IT service provider. You're the kind of the company. We provide IT solutions to medium-sized companies. Diba? So, nagbigay siya ng additional details. Dito, in-apply niya na yung adequate technique. Yung kaninang tinuro ko sa inyo sa first part. Excuse me. Kasi naglagay siya ng question sa dulo. So, answer, I work for Global Tech. That's the answer. It's an IT service provider. We provide IT solutions to medium-sized companies. Details about the answer and the question. What about you? Para mas mag-flow conversation. I work for ABC Corp. Diba? Sobrang famous ng ABC Corporation na yan. Lalo sa mga ABM students. It's a manufacturer of electrical wiring. We make electrical wires for major companies. That's interesting. Diba? Ngayon, hindi lang siya about sa para mag-flow yung conversation na maganda. Kung papakinggan nyo to in personal or kung papakinggan nyo, if i-compare natin, balik ulit tayo. Imagine you're John or you are talking to John and you're Leah. And the person you're talking to says, I work for Global Tech. Period. Compared to, oh, I work for Global Tech. It's an IT service provider. We provide IT solutions to medium-sized companies. What about you? Anong ma-feel niyo? Di ba parang si John 2.0, si John dito is parang sobrang confident siya about himself. Not boastful ha, hindi boastful. Sobrang confident siya, alam niya kung ano yung ginagawa ng company nila, alam niya yung goals ng company nila, alam niya yung work, and he presents himself very professionally. Talagang kung paano niya i-introduce yung sarili niya, kung paano niya i-introduce yung company nila, sobrang professional siyang pakinggan. And that is our goal. That is what we're aiming for kaya kayo tinuturuan ng business ko. Kaya nga, if you will notice, ganito po ang dapat na way ng pakikipag-usap ninyo and not the first skits or the first version of the skit. Okay? We're close to the last one, I think. Yeah. This is the last one. Now, ito naman, dahil tapos na kayong pag-usapan kung saan ka nagtatrabaho, dito naman sa anong work mo doon? Siyempre, alam na ni Leia kung saan siya nagtatrabaho. Diba? Sasabihin na ni Leia, so, what do you do in Global Tech or at Global Tech? Sorry. Sabihin mo naman, oh, I'm a junior network engineer. Leia, so you develop and maintain communication networks? John, yes. So, ayan na naman siya. Ayan na naman si nonchalant. Ayan na naman si John sa pagiging nonchalant niya. Talagang ini-stop niya yung conversation para bang kapag ganyan kasi, di ba, the person you're talking to, parang mafe-feel mo na hindi siya, what do you call this? Hindi siya interested na makipag-usap sa'yo kasi hindi siya gumagawa ng paraan para magtuloy-tuloy yung conversation. You get me? Di ba? Unlike dito sa isa, ayan, unlike dito na talagang gumagawa ng paraan si John para mas magtuloy-tuloy yung conversation. And sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, di ba, tinuturuan namin kayong para maging si John 2.0. Okay? Ito pong John na to, hindi yung mga nasa nonchalant na John. Okay. So, asa na ako? Yeah. So, kung paano nyo sagutin yung mga kanina, ganun din. So, paano to maaagapan ng Buscom? You may share your position, department, and possibly your responsibilities. Ito yung mga pwede mong i-share more than kung ano yung talagang ginagawa mo sa company nyo. So, paano siya? Let's see. So, what do you do at Global Tech? Oh, I'm a junior software engineer in the IT department. Saan? So, I'm responsible for maintaining, supporting, developing, and signing communication networks within the company. So, aside from telling ano ka, junior software engineer, sinabi mo kung saang department kasi pwede namang hindi alam, 'di ba, ni Leia kung saan ka department. Hindi ka naman siguro mawawalan, hindi naman siguro ikababawas ng pagkatao mo kapag sinabi mo kung saang department ka. Tapos sinabi niya rin kung ano yung ginagawa niya. Unlike here, 'di ba? Parang binigyan niya pa yung tao ng work. Dahil nga itong si Leia kasi professional siya. Ito kasing kausap yung si Leia, professional siya makipag-usap. Kung mapapansin nyo kanina pa lang, siya yung naggagawa ng way para magkaroon ng conversation. Dahil sobrang professional ni Leia, siya na yung nag-isip na, so nagde-develop ka at nag-maintain ng communication networks. Yes. Diba? Parang, do you need for other person to tell that? Work mo yung tinatanong. Dapat confident ka na alam mo sa sarili mo if what your work is or what your job is in that company. Siyempre, you're proud then. Of course, that's another thing. So, ayan. So, I'm responsible for maintaining, supporting, developing, etc. and etc. Si Leia naman, sounds like exciting work. Tapos si John, it really is. And what do you do at your company? Siya naman ngayon yung nagtanong. So, yung mga ganong klase ng techniques, yung question sa dulo is a good thing in business communication kasi you are wanting to expand or expound the conversation more and hindi sa'yo nag-e-end. Hindi mo in-end yung conversation agad-agad. Unlike here, sa mga kanina, saan ba yun? Ayan, yes. Diba? One-liner, very nonchalant. Oh, I'm a junior network engineer. Hindi man niya tinanong, how about you? Mga ganon. Right? So, that's it. Diba? Very, very, very simple. That's for your oral communication, your first discussion, but your second module already. And oral communication, business person to business counterpart. So, we've started with how you introduce yourself, your name, diba? And kung paano ka mag-introduce ng other people, if meron man, saan ka nakatira or where you are from, ano yung sumunod, anong company ka, ano yung job mo sa company mo, tapos ano yung position. Tama ba? Parang may nakalimutan ako. Wait. Ano yung sumunod sa, using numbers, using numbers, what company, and your job sa company. Okay? Yun yung mga basic na dapat nyong matutunan if ever you will be encountering other people from the business world. Bakit kailangan ng ganito? Bakit kailangan pa yan, ma'am? Alam naman na po namin yan. Usually kasi there are a lot of times that we are being the John nonchalant person. Sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, itong mga gray slides, yan yung mga hindi alam ni John kung paano ba makipag-usap professionally, kung paano ba gawing hindi awkward, kung paano ba ituloy pa yung conversation na si Leia ang laging nagtutuloy. And kayo po, kapag magiging professionals na kayo in the future, mahalaga na kayo yung nagiging John 2.0. Diba? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, yung mga pwede naman to, pero it can be improved. And kayo naman, syempre, you want to be the best version of yourselves, right? That's why business communication is here to give you tips on how you can be this one, this person, this John. The best version of yourself in communicating. Very important yan kasi aside from, kailangan siya, dahil professional world ang business, nakaka-add din siya sa charisma and appeal nyo as communicators. And yun yung dapat na meron talaga kayo. Especially you're in marketing industry, kailangan nyo talagang kumausap ng mga tao. You are in a human resource industry, people will always be your top priority. Kaya po, it's very important that you know this basics in oral communication. So again, this is your module 2 already. If you have any more question about this discussion, you can ask me sa GC, or if personal ang concern you can ask me personally. So that's it. Thank you so much for allotting time for you to watch this. At sana talaga, pinanood nyo to, no, my dear darlings. See you when I see you. Ayoko na magsabi ng date kasi baka ma-move lang ng ma-move. Basta nag-aabang ang mga prelims nyo. Ito po ay kasama na sa midterms ninyo. Okay? So, that's it. Thank you so much and goodbye.